Hi, I'm Doris. Welcome, Leisure World. I'm from the Make 'em Laugh Club, and I'm here today to tell you about a trip I took with my mama. Now, I love to travel. I travel by myself all the time. Well, every time I tell Mama I want to go on a trip, she says, I want to go too. Well, this time I just thought I'd trick her a little bit, and I said, Mama, I'm going to Hawaii next week. She says, good, I'll go along. I said, no, Mama, you don't like the beach, you don't like wind, you don't like rain, you don't like that kind of, you don't like Hawaii. She says, I like Hawaii. I said, okay, Mom, you win. I said, what do you want to go for? She said, I want to go before I die. I want to go to Hawaii. I said, okay. So I meet her at the airport. She's flying in from back east. I'm standing there waiting for her. She's got luggage from 1939, one of those hard suitcases, and she's got one of those little bags that you put for makeup. I said, I'm going to check it in. She said, no, you don't check it in. You don't give my bags to anybody. Well, I'm lugging off the bags, lugging Mama up to the plane. I finally sit down. I am exhausted. She says, Doris, get me my purse. I said, Mama, what do you mean? Doris, by the way, is back east for Doris, okay? Doris, get me my purse. I said, what do you want, Mom? We just got here. She says, I want to get my sandwich out. I said, your sandwich? Where did you get a sandwich? I brought it from home. I said, well, they're going to give us something to eat, maybe, Mama. She says, that's okay. I'm hungry. I'm worried. I said, I know what it is. You know what? I bet you it's because she lived through the Depression. She always has to have something in there to eat. All right, I gave in to all that. She gets that. We finally get to Hawaii. The plane lands. We are coming in. Now, if you've ever been to Honolulu, they've got a long stretch that you kind of hit that ramp, and when you do, you just feel the balmy breezes blowing. Well, I promised her that we'd have a beautiful, balmy vacation. Well, we coming into that runway, and she stops dead. It was like a train. The traffic was coming up behind her because they couldn't wait to get out. And I thought, uh-oh, what's going on here? I said, what's wrong, Mom? We're just hitting Hawaii. She says, oh, no, just wait a minute. Get me my purse, Doris. I'm thinking, oh, no, what's going on now? She reaches down there. She's just kind of rummaging through here. I said, what are you looking for, Mama? She says, I am not going out there because you promised me a balmy vacation. It is a torrential windstorm. She gets us out. Now, you ladies, I understand they don't even sell these to anybody under 65, okay? She pulls out her little hat, and she is ready to hit the ramp. Now, I'm telling you, I looked at this for 5 days. My mama's one of these people that have the most perfect hair. Just every hair's in place. And I'm thinking she is not going to make it these next 5 days. And I had to look at this the whole time. She finally gets her leg. We're walking around out there. And then she gets, she's so excited about being in Hawaii. But we had to spend most of the time in the car because of the rain and the things going on outside. And my mom has a few little idiosyncrasies. Now, I know everybody's mom does, but mine kind of are, she's like the person, you spend 5 minutes with her and you think she is so wonderful. But you spend 5 days with her and you get another thought, okay? She hums with everything. While she's eating, while she's doing everything. She has one habit that it irritates everyone, and that comes from the Depression too. You only ever, till I was 75 years old, got a half a piece of gum from my mom. You never chew a whole piece of gum, okay? You only get a half a piece of gum. Well, she chewed gum all the time, and she saved it. And you would go out to eat, there's a glass of water there, she takes her gum, throws it in the glass, grosses you out. And then you know what? They come and take that glass away, she gets upset. She is very upset because you took her glass away with her gum in there. And then we're all done eating. She gets in there with a spoon, takes that out, and puts her gum back in her mouth. So that's only a few of the little idiosyncrasies she has, let me tell you. Anyway, one of them was because we're driving around so much, she has to understand everything, okay? Now she's looking, if you've ever been to Hawaii, she's looking at the street signs, okay? Slow down in the middle of it. She writes it in the air with her long fingernails. Kana A-K-A, P-P-O-L-L-L, H-A-N-N-I. Doris, how do you say that? I don't know, Mom. Well, you gotta know where we're going. I don't know, Mom. Okay, okay. Well, I sounded a little musical because musicals. I say ka-na-la-ka-tuka-puka-tuka. I say, okay, Mom, let's sing it. In the back seat, she's singing along. Ka-na-ba-ka-tuka-la-ka-muka-chaka-baka-luka. And I'm in the front. Tee-ki-tee-hoo-hoo-wah-wah-wah-wah. Well, that's how we spent 5 days, just going up and down the streets of Hawaii, because she wouldn't get out of the car because of the wind and the rain. I finally talked her into going to my IMAX theater. We sat there. One day, at about 2 minutes into the movie, I look over, you knew that they're wild. Those theaters are wild. I look over there and she's like this, snoring away in the seat. I'm thinking, oh my goodness. I know why they only charge half price for seniors, because the two of us are worth one price, right? I'm the only one watching it. It's all over and I look over and she says, wow, that was exciting. That was the best movie I've ever seen. I said, oh my gosh, I just can't believe it. So anyway, we're driving around. Finally, the adventure's all over. I lug all that suitcase back on the plane. We sit down, and it's so exhausting. I'm taking a breath. She says, Doris, get the suitcase out from underneath the seat. I said, why, Mom? What do you want? I want my sandwich. I said, a sandwich? What do you mean you want a sandwich? You've been gone for 10 days. Where did you get a sandwich? She says, I had a couple of them in there. They're PPJs. They're not going to be spoiled. Have a sandwich. Finally, I give in. I'm sitting back. We're both munching on these sandwiches. Finally, we just look at each other and smile. It was those senior moments that were just so special. And I said to her, she says, I think I had a good time, Doris. Thank you for taking me. And she says, guess what? I think next year I want to go to Italy. And I said, oh, okay, Mom, I hear they got some really good bread in Italy.
A recent study found that women who carry extra weight live longer than men who mentioned it.
I was looking for a camouflage shirt to wear here, but I couldn't find one.
Where do you get virgin wool from? Ugly sheep. I used to be a banker, but I lost interest.
I'm the girl from the Institute. I don't smoke and I don't chew, and I don't go with boys that do. Now you may think I don't have fun. Well, I don't.
I'm reading a book about anti-gravity. It's too hard to put down.
Hey gang, what do you call an old snowman? Water!
Elements by Henry Gibson. I used to like fresh air when it was there, and water, I enjoyed it till we destroyed it. Each day our land is diminished. I think I'm finished.
Hi, Bill. You want to hear my favorite joke?
I sure do.
Ask me if I'm an orange.
Are you an orange?
No.
We belong to a mutual admiration society. think that she's a work of art. She says that I'm the greatest man, and likewise I'm her biggest fan. I say her kisses are like wine, and say they're not as good as mine. And that's the way we pass the time of day.
He says, oh, you're the sweetest one. I say, no, you're the sweetest one. He claims that I'm a natural wit. I say it's just the opposite. The only fighting that we do is just who loves who more than who. And we go on like that from night till dawn.
Some say that we are much too old to have romantic thoughts like this, but we don't hardly ever listen, 'cause we're in a state of bliss.
Our
Doctors scratch their heads and wonder why we're feeling so darn good, as we look in each other's eyes and only wish that we still could. We belong to a mutual admiration society, my baby and me. We belong to a mutual admiration society.
A day without sunshine is called night.
She was only the bootlegger's daughter, but he loved her still.
What?
She was only the bootlegger's daughter, but he loved her still.
I don't get it.
The Alligator by Henry Gibson. The alligator is my friend. He likes to wink and flirt. I'd rather have him as my friend than wear him on my shirt. Worms by Henry Gibson. I cannot come to terms with worms.
There's a new restaurant in Long Beach. It's called Karma. There's no menu. You get what you deserve.
If God wanted me to touch my toes, why didn't he put them where my knees are? Don't wear your dumb hearing aid. When you do, people expect you to listen to them. I'm like, what the hell is this? I got a suppository in my ear. Where the hell is my hearing aid? My husband told me he wanted to have an affair, so I gave him the name of a good kosher caterer. My body hasn't changed in 20 years, except now I'm sitting on 95% of it. Last week, I went to visit my grandma in the cemetery. It was okay, till I saw over my shoulder 2 guys standing there with shovels. Think about it. I love having my birthdays. I don't mind getting older, because birthdays only mean more salt on my margarita glasses. Think about it. If you're happy and you know it, thank your meds. If you're happy and you know it, thank your meds. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, take more meds. Pains in my knee means the rain is coming. Pain in my neck means the grandchildren are going to hit me up for more money.
Hi folks, I'm back again. This is Doris. You know how much I love to travel. Well, I'm telling you, about a plane trip that I took one time. I mean, you know how we judge people? We say the Italians are lovers, the English are snooty, the Jews are frugal. Well, guess what? I'll tell you, you can almost tell what I am because I am just plain cheap. Well, I found a bargain to New York City one time from LA, $25, would you believe? Now, I knew I was in trouble when we got to the airport because the plane was not there. It was out on the tarmac. We had to go out on the tarmac to get on the plane. And guess what? Scared me half to death. The pilot's underneath the plane. He's got jumper cables around his neck and a squeegee in his hand. There wasn't even the airline name on there. In fact, what they had was the word plane. Now, it wasn't even spelled P-L-A-N-E. It was spelled P-L-A-I-N. So I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this $25 is going to get us a long way. I get up there and they got the first, the steward up there and he's greeting everybody and I say to him, fly low. He says, fly low? Why should I fly low? Because I think we're going to need it. Jesus said, lo, I will be with you always. Well, it turned out it was really low. We get up there and here is Tamika Hendricks. She says, hello there, everybody. How y'all doing today? I'm Tamika Hendrick. I am your stewardess from here to New York. Now, folks, you just take that belt, you just throw it over that belly of yours, and when you get it over there, you let me know, because guess what? When you're done, we are ready to go. Now, y'all might get hungry between now and New York, so here's a bag of peanuts, and here's a bag of popcorn. And she says, and here is a pack of Kool-Aid. Yes, I said, that's our meal? No, you fool. Take one out and pass it around. I said, oh my gosh, do we get a movie? She says, trust me. Between now and New York, you're going to see your life pass before you, and it's going to be the best movie you ever saw. How about smoking? Anybody in here smoke? I'll tell you where the smoking is. It's out on the wing. Because if you can light them, you can smoke them, okay? Well, we get there and we're driving around for the longest time on the tarmac. I'm thinking, what is going on here? Come to find out, the pilot is afraid of heights. So he is taxiing on the freeway. On the freeway. It took us 5 days to get to New York. Okay. So it took us 5 days to get landed. They always had the first mate or the pilot coming out and thanking everybody to fly with them. Well, he gets out there and he couldn't even look at us because they were so embarrassed. We had landed. It was like the whole plane just went into the ground, just crashed up. And everybody just couldn't wait to get off of this plane. And so we get out there and I was the last one. I said, sir, I said, can I ask you a question? He says, you sure can, ma'am. And I said, did we just land back there or were we shot down? And he says, oh my gosh. When we get out there, we go get the luggage. They said, you know what? We want you to experience what it is like to fly on a big airlines. So we stole your luggage. You guys have a blessed night.